All right, today I want to show you something really cool. We ran about 100 customer reviews through one of our AI tools, our sentiment analysis tool. And what it gave back was way more useful than we expected. So this is all based on a fictional coffee shop that we decided to call Caffeinated Intelligence. But the report you're about to see could apply to just about any business. So most businesses collect reviews and do nothing with them. They're sitting on this mountain of feedback. It's messy, it's unstructured. It's hard to make sense of unless you want to read every single one. And even then, it's hard to miss the big picture. So we dropped all those reviews into our AI-powered sentiment tool, and here's what came back. This is our sentiment analysis report. So you can see we can add a custom logo. This is our Caffeinated Intelligence logo and the report that we generated. In this case, 41% of the reviews are neutral, which is a huge insight. Neutral reviews are like the customers who showed up, paid, and left, but they didn't really feel anything. And that's a massive opportunity to create loyalty with just a few tweaks. So you can see here, it went through the analysis of the reviews, had 40% of positive, 41% neutral, and 18% negative. So it maintains a solid reputation overall, but there's a significant portion of customers who just had adequate experiences, or there's room for improvement. It talks about our key strengths for the cafe. It talks about the primary weaknesses, including inconsistent service quality, slow service, unclean tables, staff who appeared disengaged or unhappy. And it also talks specifically with quotes in mind from the review text. So the phrase "it used to be better" appears in multiple negative reviews. So that could suggest a potential decline. The high percentage of neutral reviews with significant opportunity. Strong operational platforms specific to days of the weeks or months. So it goes through time-based analysis. Are there times of the day where there happens to be more or less negative reviews? Mid-afternoon, service being less engaged. Came in mid-afternoon, not much going on, not very engaged. So is there a time of day? Is there a particular member of your team that gets more positive reviews than others? Is there a potential training opportunity? Then what it goes through is the detailed findings, and it gives you quoted examples. So staff attitude. Here are some examples in the text as to the findings behind the staff attitude and service quality. How often does this appear? Root cause analysis. Is there a reasoning as behind these findings as to why it's going on? So the tool digs into what the customers are actually talking about the most. So staff came up again. People named Megan, Taylor, and Jordan were praised for being friendly, remembering orders, doing latte art, all the stuff that makes a place feel special. And then on the flip side, there are some patterns in negative reviews, like slow service in the afternoons, staff not seeming engaged, a couple mentions of unclean tables. None of this is surprising, but here's the thing. It's now all organized for you and actionable. And the best part about all this is AI didn't just spit out a summary. It gave recommendations for you. So things like running a quick team coaching for consistency, staff training and engagement program, service speed optimization. Can we add a fast lane during our peak hours to help increase our service times during those busy times? Creating a system for recognizing your regulars. Is there a way that we can have it where people are more familiar with the cafe and get that loyalty? Is there a way that we can use AI to continue to track feedback by staff and time of day? And it's all tailored to what actually showed up in these reviews. So you can see here the key insights and recommendations for monitoring. How can we make sure that the improvements that we're trying to make are actually improving? So getting lots of data points and making sure that we're increasing in the right way. Can we look at additional considerations that we need to think about? Maybe we need to have more personalized experience. Let's look at how we benchmark against industry leaders, maintaining the 4.2 plus star rating. So it's a way to make sure that your business, and again, this is just a coffee shop, this could be for any business out there. How do you maintain competitiveness against all the other businesses out there? How can you make sure that you're standing out and driving the customer adoption? Lastly, it goes through and gives us some charts. And this is all AI that's being fed the information and basically being asked, what are some impactful charts that you think would help drive home what we're trying to show in the sentiment analysis? So in here, it does the breakdown of the sentiment distribution between positive, neutral, and negative. And here it goes through the sentiment analysis for each staff member. So you can see which members are getting some of the higher sentiment analysis, which ones are on the lower end, where can we improve for some training for some individuals. Our review source distribution, this could be, do we get more of our reviews coming in through Yelp? Do we get them through Google? Do we get them directly through our website? Is there a way that we can drive further review traffic to other review sources and make sure that we're capturing a lot of the different reviews that come in? Top customer complaints. So we can see on here that slow service was number one, followed by staff attitude, unclean tables, cold coffee, and wrong order coming in at the bottom. But these give you focused areas that you can start to work on and drive value up and sentiment up, while also lowering the amount of times that these issues are mentioned in subsequent sentiment analysis reports. And then you can take a look at sentiment analysis by time. So is there a certain month that we tend to have lower sentiment? Is there a certain day of the week? We can see on here that Saturdays are a lot lower than the other days. Could there be a room for improvement on Saturday? Is it service time? Is it staff engagement? How can we make sure that no matter which day of the week our customers are engaging with us, that we're giving them the same service throughout? So if you've got the reviews, whether you're in coffee, retail, healthcare, whatever, this tool works for you. You send us your spreadsheet and we'll return it into a report like this. It takes a couple of minutes and you get real insights you can act on. So head to eauclaireai.com/contact to get started. I'm Matt with Eau Claire AI, and thanks for watching.